What's up, y'all, and welcome to my first ever long form video. As you can see, I'm here at the fire lookout and I'm watching a beautiful sunset in my usual spot on these rocks right here. I don't really have a plan for this video. It's just going to be me kind of rambling and sharing my thoughts about content creation and where this channel is going to go. If you're interested in listening and giving me some advice, then thank you very much. And if not, no worries, I totally get it. Yeah, this is my fourth season up here, and it's been as amazing as ever. Honestly, probably a little more amazing because the more time I spend here, the more I appreciate it. The more I'm able to just sink myself into all of these amazing moments and appreciate the beauty out here. That said, I really have no idea what I'm doing with my videos, particularly, the short form videos that all of you are following me for. Now, I've gotten some comments saying that I should make long form videos, and obviously I'm considering it now that I'm making this. This is my fourth season up here, and I've made, I think, over 100 videos, short form videos, at the lookout, answering questions, doing daily vlogs, this and that. And personally, I feel kind of like I've reached the point where I've answered all the questions. I've shown each, kind of day. And yes, there are going to be more interesting things that happen that I'm definitely going to be making videos about. But I just don't know I just don't know how much I want to continue answering the same questions over and over again each season. I know that there's other lookouts who do that, and they do it to a lot of success, a lot of virality, and I'm happy for them. But I just don't know if that's for me. Um, and all of you, I'm assuming, found me from the Fire Lookout videos. I know the San Diego videos and the County Quest videos didn't get very much reach, which is perfectly fine. I honestly had a lot of fun making those videos and learned a lot from making them, and I really like them. But I know that it's not going to have the same kind of reach or virality as the Fire Lookout videos. But that's not why I make videos. Um, it's funny that I am a content creator across platforms. I think I have about 750,000 ish followers. On TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. And it's funny because I never intended to become a content creator. It kind of happened by accident when I was walking from Boston to LA. When I was near the end of the walk in California, or actually in Arizona, I kind of had the thought, I would really like to write a book detailing all my experiences about this journey that has completely changed my life. And the reasoning behind that is the whole reason that I walked from Boston to LA is because I read a book by a guy who walked from Philly to San Francisco. And reading that compelled me to do it and completely changed my life. And for me, if I could do that for just one other person, all of the effort would be worth it. And so as I was walking, I was thinking, and I was like, well, I want my book to reach people, and how do you do that in this day and age is by having a following. So I just started making little walking videos and vlogs and stuff, and it went pretty viral relatively for me, kind of unexpectedly. And that whole time that I was doing that, I knew I was going to be a fire lookout that summer. Um, and so then I came out here and I was like, yeah, I'll just keep making videos, whatever. And the very first video that I posted just blew up, got millions of views, and now pretty much all of you know me as the Fire Lookout, which is pretty awesome. I can't complain. It's pretty cool being able to talk to all of you and have this reach. Um, But that being said, I honestly don't really like social media, which is pretty ironic, I know. It's a reaction for me to two things. The first one is peak Instagram in like 2016. I just got a really bad taste in my mouth from everyone going to the exact same places and taking pictures of the exact same things and then editing the hell out of them and presenting something that wasn't real or authentic, you know? They're amazing photographs, don't get me wrong. You know, there's one person with this epic vista or landscape or whatever, but what they wouldn't show is the 100 other people in line to take that same picture. And it just wasn't authentic. It wasn't a real experience. And that left a really bad taste in my mouth. And then the other thing, too, is that I used YouTube as a way to just like numb myself, to enter a state of non-existence, because I was so lost in life, 5 or 6 years ago. I had no idea what I was doing. And so I just used YouTube as a tonic to distract myself, to not think, to not exist until I could go to sleep. And so, yeah, I never expected to become a content creator. Another thing I never really liked about YouTube is, how you have to continually push past what you did before. You got to make it bigger. You got to make it louder. You got to make the pool bigger. Like the whole Mr. Beastification of it all. And nothing against Mr. Beast. I respect his work ethic. But that's just not really for me. And so I never really expected to do something like this. It's ironic, that I've got all of you people following me when I never really thought I would do this. But don't get me wrong, I am so glad that each and every one of you is here. I've had so much fun making these videos. So, yeah, so that's, I guess I just outlined why I don't like social media. Let me rehash this. And so that's why I never really thought I would do social media. And when that first video went viral, I drew a very strong line within me. Yeah, I told myself, I'm not going to let, virality or the followers or the algorithms affect me and dictate what I do with my life. I would have walked across America anyway. I would have been a fire lookout anyway. It just so happens that I have a really good time making videos. It's really fun for me. I love it. It's a really great creative outlet. But when I started, I drew a very firm line that I will not allow this to push me to do things that I wouldn't have done already. That I wasn't going to let any of the comments affect me inwardly in terms of hate or love, honestly. If you let any hate comments get to your head, they don't know you. What are they talking about? You shouldn't let that affect you. But also the same with all the positive ones that, I appreciate it. I'm grateful that all of you are so positive and that I can bring something so, fun in my life and share it with you and bring joy to yours. But if you let all the positive comments go to your head, you're going to get a very big head, So I drew a very firm line with that. And I don't know where I'm going with all of this. But I guess my point in making this video and in saying all of these things is that I'm not sure how many more short form lookout videos I want to make, because I feel like I've kind of made them all already. And I don't know, for me, I just don't really like rehashing the same thing, doing it over and over. And, even if it brings virality or more followers or money or whatever, I only really want to do things that interest me. And, I've gotten comments saying that I should start making long form videos, and, it's kind of exciting. It's kind of how I felt with the short form videos. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to make. I don't know if y'all are even interested or if anyone's even watched this far yet. But I guess this is my question to you is, one, do you want me to make long form videos? Two, what should I make them about? I have absolutely no idea. It's kind of exciting, I've never done these. I don't know how to edit them. I don't know how to make it exciting or watchable or whatever. And that's kind of cool to me, I feel like I kind of figured out the short form stuff, but I just don't know what y'all want to see, So I guess my question to you is, if I made long form, what do you want to know? What do you want to see? Do you want to know about me? Do you want to know about being a lookout? I can, fit all the lookout info in these like 1 to 2 minute little bites. I don't know how interesting a long form lookout video would be. It's just a lot of sitting around, you know. uh, but yeah, I don't know. So that's why I'm asking you. Uh, do you want book reviews? Do you want, informative stuff? Do you want me just talking? I still watch a lot of YouTube, and a lot of the stuff that I watch is either like informative stuff, like, I don't know, real life lore or half as interesting, or a lot of geopolitics stuff. And then I feel like the other half is people that I just like, and doesn't really matter what they're doing. I just enjoy spending that time with them. Like Magnus Mitbo, or if I'm saying that right, I don't know, or PewDiePie, or there's other people that I just have a soft spot for that I enjoy watching. I will say that I will not become a vlogger. I've always been against that. Just like, not hating on vloggers, but for me personally, I know that I could never become one, because I've always taken issue with putting a camera between me and whatever is happening around me. And so I'm not being present. I'm like being on the phone, or being on camera. And I feel like it's a very slippery slope to start doing things that you wouldn't normally have done just for the vlog or for the content. So I'm not going to make that kind of content. I used to watch a lot of commentary stuff, but I don't think I'm that funny, or funny enough to be a commentary YouTuber. And the thing is, I'm not in this for the money, I know the money is good if you can build up that kind of audience, but I just have no idea. And I'm thinking that I'm going to start making some long form stuff. And if you are interested in me just talking, like sharing what's on my mind, that would be awesome. Because I don't know, I introspect and I think a lot, and I've got a lot of thoughts. Um, but obviously, that might not be the most interesting thing to a lot of you. So yeah, I guess that's the point of the video. What? No, okay. Should I start making long form videos? If I do, what should they be about? What do you want to know? What do you want to see? I'm figuring this out with y'all. I think that's honestly pretty exciting. I've got, I don't know, 140,000 followers on YouTube, and I've never made a single long form video. So I guess this is your chance to help me build this channel. Let's build it together. Let's make it what we want it to be. I wouldn't be making this video if y'all weren't already watching, the short form ones, and I'm so glad you're here. So now I'm asking you to help me make this channel what you want it to be. And if it resonates, and if it, aligns and it feels good, then I will keep making them. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, enjoy this incredible sunset. They've been really good the past few days. Thanks for watching. Also, should I include the big feet in these long videos? I don't know. And I don't know if you even know about them, but I hide 3 little Bigfoot figures in all of my shorts. All right, bye.